Hey, what's up guys? RBC here again. So I haven't been uploading for like 10 days or something like that because I had COVID, so I was basically just lying in my bed. I'm not entirely healed up, but I should be okay to make vids again, so I'm not gonna waste my time and I'm gonna jump into one of Bull's game, which was against Gnar, by the way. So I picked this game because I saw part of it on his stream yesterday, and I thought this would be interesting to, analyze quickly and make a video about it. So I'm gonna hide the time control just in case. He started Longsword, which is, I would say, the most optimal start against Gnar. Some people will say that you could go like Door and Shield, but realistically, I don't think you want to go for Door and Shield if you look to play aggressively. I mean, Door and Shield is nice because you get the heal. You're never you're always gonna sustain up the poke, but you have the tools to actually play aggressively in the early game against Gnar. Even though he's a ranged champion and most of them play with bone plating, there are still opportunities for you to look for kills and pressure. So Longsword is pretty nice as well. Door Shield is not a bad boy, but you're basically sacrificing a lot of aggressive playstyle in the early game if you go for Door Shield. Because if we're gonna speed up a little bit here, we're gonna see that Bult is basically gonna have some sort of push. So he gets level 2. Okay, I'm just gonna go back a little bit here. He gets level 2 a bit earlier than that. Then we saw that he went for a very small trade here. I'm gonna assume it was around here because Gnar kind of fucked up his placements here. Yeah, it's a bit too close, so we can just E forward and then Q, and just like keep 2 Qs to disengage. It's a very small trade. Also, we can see that Gnar does not play with bone plating, which makes the matchup way easier. The reason why Bult was able to go for a very short trade here is because he kept 2 Qs to disengage. He kept 2 Qs to disengage, so he was not gonna get poked down too much. And also because Gnar went for E level 2 instead of W. By taking E instead of W, he can't damage you too much when you go for the you know how you can go onto Gnar, and then when you disengage, you get auto attack to death. Like you take too much damage from the W proc and stuff. That's basically one of the reasons why we were able to take a short trade here. Gnar is kind of fucking up here. Gnar is fucking up a lot in his placements. That's the second trade he took because Gnar was positioning himself kind of poorly. I'm gonna go on his OPGG. I don't think he plays Gnar a lot. I refuse to believe that. He's a Urgot. Okay, he's a Urgot player. I'm gonna say Gnar. Yeah, he has 30 games of Gnar with negative win rate, so and negative KDA. So this guy does not really know how to play the champion, at least for the laning phase. So okay, so that's actually huge. I remember now. I was gonna say I could see a dive here, but I remember from the stream, and we're gonna have a dive, pretty smooth, by the way. So I'm gonna let it play out. So basically here, we forced the Gnar to go back to base, right? Because he totally fucked up his placement here. Like, he just used his stun on the minions when he's like literally in range for Bult to trade, right? Because you can just like E forward or even like Q forward or whatever, pretty easily here. Like look at the placements. Like that is so troll from Gnar. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but he just gave a trade away for free, and that actually forced him to go back to base. Because if he stays here, he's basically fucked. I mean, he could try to look for an outplay, but honestly, like a double cast, you're done even before you have time to flash. So here we force the Gnar TP, and then he takes a shitty trade again, right? It's around here. So here we have a slow push going on. Gnar fucks up his placement again, takes a short trade, and then he gets, I mean, doesn't really matter if that got cancelled or not, because we can't really, I mean, what changed here with the E cancel was the fact that we could add one more auto attack in the trade, which is always nice. But besides that, we can't keep on going because we have no CD anymore. But here, sorry, we know that Gnar does not have TP and he has no E, right? And I don't know the cooldown exactly. I would say it's around 15 seconds, maybe a bit less. Or it's actually even more. Holy shit. Okay, I was thinking approximately 15 seconds, but it's actually 22 seconds, which is even bigger than what I thought it was. So we can punish that. The only risky thing here is the fact that Gnar has flash. So that's why we actually... Okay, I'm gonna see the dive again. I need to click on... Yeah, that's what I thought. So you can see that Bult kept his third Q and stun. Wait, can you see the game? Okay, I was scared for a second. I thought I was recording a black screen. Holy shit. You can see that he doesn't use the stun right away. He used auto attacks and Qs as well as the ignite before using any CC. Because in that scenario, the only thing that can fuck you up is if Gnar flashes away and fuck you over. So basically here, he's keeping his stun and third Q for after the flash. He keeps the third Q, this way he can follow up on the flash with his own third Q, and then he can stun him. Because if you stun right away, and your opponent flashes away at the same time, then it's gonna be doomed, because you will lose your most important CC, and W is probably like your highest damage ability. So yeah, you don't want to miss that. So sometimes you have to be patient and you want to be holding your stun or third Q to follow up on the flash. So here it's going to make a pretty smooth escape as well. He's going to get himself executed. He gets himself executed. I mean, Gnar gets the XP. That sucks, but it could be worse. Like he could have gotten the kill. But what's amazing with that execute here is the fact that it's actually slow pushing back to build side. So we don't lose anything on build side basically. I mean, we're gonna lose a cannon, but overall we don't really lose anything. So yeah, that's already a pretty big lead on his side. So now we're gonna get the wave. So now, if you've watched most of my videos, you know that we're gonna have a slow push going back to Gnar's side because the wave was being held under tower. It's not gonna be like, it's actually a close slow push because the wave was not hasn't been held for like too long under tower. Holy shit! So we have the slow push going on. We get level 6 here. So in that scenario, it's basically when you want to be looking to force Gnar's dash. I mean, his jump, right? Because if you manage to force that, like we saw, it has 22 seconds of cooldown. So if you manage to force that in that scenario here, you can look for a slow push into wave crash and then tower dive. So I was not on the stream anymore at this point, like I was AFK, but I could see him trying to go for a fake trade pretty soon just to force the dash. Or actually he could be roaming too, considering that there is some action going on in the mid lane. Yeah, that is much better. So at this point of the game, if there was nothing going on mid and no opportunity to get kills, you could be potentially looking for a tower dive here. I mean, without the ignite, it's kind of risky. But if you manage to take a very short trade, like at this moment here, if you manage to get a very short trade against him, with a max range third Q, with a stun and stuff, forcing the jump and taking some HP away from him, you could potentially look for a tower dive, as long as you know where the jungler is. Because obviously, if the Belvet will be clearing the top side, you won't be going for the tower dive. But instead, we have a play going on mid, so we have a better opportunity. If you've watched my how to top gap video, in which I talk about impact points, you will see that I often talk about slow push into wave crash, and then like looking for a play on like in the mid lane or in the enemy jungle. So this is one of the impact points you have as Riven here. So here we get 1 kill, we give 1 kill to our Akali. So here, we barely lose anything on the top side. And on top of that, we get a kill for ourselves, and we give a kill to our mid laner. So we impacted the map, we gave a lead to our mid laner, we pushed the enemy mid laner behind, we got a kill for ourselves. As you can see, he also runs away. Like he doesn't even look for the double kill, because you have to be sharing in some situations. I mean, that doesn't work that much in Lawaido. Like if you are playing in Gold, Platinum, I would say that you could take the kills for yourself too. But if you play with players that actually are like decent, so this is Challenger, so obviously the Akali is supposed to be relatively good at the game. So you can give the kill to Akali because it's a carry champion. Like if your mid laner was Galio or something like that, you could be taking the kill. But if you can give the kill to someone else that can also carry the game, you want to be sharing, at least for higher elo. So now the wave is pushing back to our side. We should not be able to freeze the wave here, but we're gonna have... Okay, so we go for the shot. Wait, the Gnar doesn't even like jump away or anything. The Gnar positioning is so fucking bad. Like he takes so much damage and so many bad trades because of that. At this point, like there's no... I don't think there's gonna be much interaction 1v1 wise. It doesn't seem like Bult wants to play the matchup that much. He's gonna be looking for plays on the map most of all. We get the plates. Here Leona, I don't know why she's trying to do anything here. Like this is so troll, honestly. Yeah, he's gonna take the Krugs here. He's gonna go back to base. Lucidity boots, yeah, like the game is over now. Like Bult can do whatever the fuck he wants on the map. When you have God Drinker and Lucidity boots, you're basically full build. Yeah, I mean if that's the early game, like if you snowball enough to get God Drinker and Lucidity boots pretty fast in the game, it's like you're free. You are just free to do whatever the fuck you want on the map because you have so much CDR and so much freedom that you can't be stopped really unless you throw your lead away. So I'm gonna go back on that trade here. So, okay, I saw the Gnar jumping away. Your Riven is playing, by the way. So I'm gonna assume that Gnar fucked his positioning again. So Bult was able to go for a short trade. It's even easier. Like when you have God Drinker, you can actually go for those trades so often. It's fucked up. So yeah, he has no jump anymore. And he fucks up his positioning. Like, dude, I'm so done. Like this guy... I mean, I know he doesn't play Gnar, but like that's tilting me so much to see him positioning himself like that. He just gives so many opportunities for Bult to go for the trades here. So now he has a flash of... Oh shit, I think Bult fucked up his EW. He wanted to E into W, but he just used EW instead, so the stun did not hit the Gnar, I think. I was speeding up, so I'm not sure, but I think that's what happened. Not... Yeah, he fucked up. Unlucky. Yeah, he pressed EW way too fast, so the stun went here, like at the initial position, instead of on the Gnar. So if the stun actually hits the Gnar, yeah, the Gnar would have been dead. That's unlucky. But yeah, there's not much to say. Like the Gnar matchup, realistically, you should not be able to get kills. But you can punish them pretty easily when they play like that. And if a challenger players fuck up like that much in the matchup, you're gonna see a lot of Gnar fucking up as well. But otherwise, you should be able to get the lead in the early game and then be able to build some slow push here and there and look for impact point on the map like Bult did on this game. But usually, you have to be careful against Gnar because a lot of people just used all of their dashes to go all in on Gnar. But like I said in a billion videos, it's like you always want to be extending your Qs. You want to be looking for trades whenever you can, like when it's possible, but you don't want to be wasting your dashes to gap close. If you have to spend more than 2 dashes as a gap close, most of the time it's gonna be shit. Because if you spend 2 dashes to get in, like to gap close and then take a short trade, you're just gonna get auto attack to death basically on your way out. So you want to be using 2 dashes as an all-in, and then most of the time 2 dashes to disengage. Remember level 3 when, it was level 2 actually, when Build went for the small trade, he went for E into Q auto attack, and then he used the 2 Qs to get away. That's basically how you want to play in the early game against ranged champions. You don't want to be forcing those trades. You want to be taking them whenever you can, like when it's possible, without having to waste anything to get close. I hope this video was still helpful. I mean, there was not much to analyze. I'm just gonna cut the recording here and upload the video. Hopefully I'm feeling even better tomorrow for an even better video, and hopefully I get some good matchups to analyze as well, because the Gnar matchup is kind of boring, not gonna lie, but I would rather face Gnar than face some fucking Ornn or whatever, because it's a bit less conflippy at least. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, hope it was helpful, and see you tomorrow, I hope. Peace.